Hello and welcome to another video of Lord of the Rings Online and the Adventures of Fëanor. We have entered Bree the last time, so let's start right from there, shall we? Let me turn up this a little bit more so I actually hear a little bit better. Perfect. Alright. Here we go. Got a gold package for free. Nice. Some virtue points. Awesome. And some other virtue points. Nice. 5 hope. Always good. Always good. 3 gold. Ooh, nice. I don't actually know which one I want to take. Because evade rating is nice, resistance rating is nice, and vitality is also good, but fate is something that we could actually use. So let's do that. For now. At least. For now. Okay, directions to the Hangstacker farm. What were we doing last time? Okay. First things first, we're going to sell.
Hello, friend. Can I help you with something?
Yes, you can take those things off my hand. Awesome. Let's talk to Strider. Nice room. Not the way to Strider, though. There we go. Gandalf. You're not who I wanted to see. Strider. There we go. That's better.
Your tidings are grim.
If Skorgrim escaped, then we can assume that he'll want vengeance. Given time and the Dour Hands will regroup. You were brave to stand against him, but I'm afraid we'll need use of your courage once again.
There is little time to waste.
The Dour Hands Lord fled to Bree-Land after his defeat, and not by mere chance. I see the hand of the Captain of the Nine in all of these affairs, in the West, in the Shire, in the Bree-Land. We must unravel the thread of his plans, and I believe I know how. To the east of Bree there is a black-walled camp, which my men have been watching closely. A shadow has recently spread across the camp, and I believe it is here that Umdir has gone, and his dwarf lord as well. There we must go, and there we must end Umdir's life, if he can still be called living. We will wait for nightfall, and then make our move against the Black Wolves. Speak with me again when you're ready to depart. I suppose we are ready to depart.
Are you ready to leave?
Yes, we are. Are you prepared to travel yet? If so, then come by nightfall and we will move against the camp where Amdir and the Dwarf Lord have gone into hiding.
Strider and the Rangers pursue their fallen brother Amdir to the Blackwolves' camp, but not all is as it seems.
There is evil afoot.
Can you feel the chill in the air? It is not natural cold, but the chill of fear, of evil. I doubt not that Amdir is here, but there is a greater evil as well. We should split our strength. For the good of the Middle-earth, none can be allowed to escape. Langlin and I will look for another way inside. You and Torthan search for Amdir. We must be quick now, before the evil bursts forth from here and threatens all of Bree-Land. All right. All right. We should go.
Are you ready?
Come with me. It is time to deal with Amdir and these brigands. If Amdir escapes, it could spell doom for Middle-earth. We can't have that. Do you want to rest? Or are we too quick? We are too quick. Oops.
Silently now. Darkness approaches.
Down there in the southern corner of the camp, the source of the Black Wolf's fear is here. Yeah, that foul dwarf has done something.
Stay a moment.
Who was that dwarf, and what power has he to command white? That the Black Wolves were in terror of that creature is certain, but I still sense something greater still in these ruins. And where is Amdir? Perhaps beyond that gate? Ruh-roh. We didn't make it very far.
It's a sorry day.
It is a day both dreary and joyous. It grieves me that we were forced to slay Amdir, but a relief that he should now know peace. I will lead you back to Strider. I will return to my camp.
It's a sorry day.
The very air seems polluted by this night's business. We should tarry here no longer.
The Nazgul have crossed the Eisen and are heading for the Shire. The hobbits must be quick-footed enough to escape the wrath of the Nine. And we can only hope that Frodo slips through the traps of the enemy.
Alas for Umdir.
It grieves my heart that the enemy was able to turn Amdir thus. He was my friend and kinsman. My people will remember him as the man he once was, good and noble. It troubles me that the Nazgul have crossed the river and moved into Bree-Land at just this time. There are events in motion which could determine the fate of Middle-earth. If you are able and willing, I may have another task for you. First, let's see what we are actually going to choose. No, I'm keeping those gloves. We're taking them because they're the most expensive? No, that was.
I have a task for you.
I am curious to know who the dwarf you encountered at the Black Wolf camp was. Dwarves are by nature honorable and cannot be dominated by the will of any. You tell me. Why this one would serve the enemy, I cannot say. Worse yet is the appearance of the Nazgul. I must go watch the East Road, for I am expecting some travelers and now fear they may be in danger. You would travel to come and speak to a constable named Underhill. You may know him already, stout little fella who loiters about town center. You may suggest to Underhill that he investigates the Black Wolf's hideout. When that is done, return here with your report. If, perchance, I am not here, assume the worst.
What road did you take, Frodo? The ringwraiths ride openly in the Shire, but there are places which are even more terrible and dangerous. If you choose the path I fear, search for the light in the darkness.
What do you need?
Where are we bound? Lawrence Hall. The Prancing Ponies. We don't need to be bound anywhere else. Bar, do you have anything for us?
Greetings.
Oh, good day.
Hello there. Is there something I can help you with? The black walls have been broken and scattered, you say? This is good news for Combe. This Ranger Strider thinks we should investigate Skunkwood's old hideout? Well now, I'm not so sure of that. It's not a safe place, I hear.
Could I take a moment of your time?
Well, I suppose you're right. I should make sure those black walls aren't hiding in the cave of theirs again, mustering their strength. But I'll want some help. Will you travel with me to Skunkwood's old hideout? It's south of the guardhouse to the northeast of the Saddle Pond, near Staddle Falls. If they are gathering there, I'll need help driving them out again. When you are ready, come back, and we'll together to the old hideout.
A lovely day, isn't it?
Alright, I'm ready to go. Are you? I suppose we are.
Amdir's defeat shattered the back of the Black Walls, but pieces of the mystery remain unsolved.
Goodness!
This place is quiet as a tomb. I wish we could just say all was peaceful and leave, but I suppose we need to do a better job of it than that. Alright, no use putting off what must be done. Come along, and make sure you have your blade at the ready, in case we run into any trouble. Needle breeders. Recipe we don't have. And one we can't use yet. Okay, I'll follow after that strange fellow. Alright.
Can't you leave me to my misery?
You couldn't have come a moment earlier, could you? I thought that dwarf stuck me through, maybe? Oh well, suppose that's the way, just the way of it. First it was that Eogan saying that if we pledged to Angmar, we may be rich. Well, when that all fell apart, a few of us decided we didn't want anything to do with Angmar anymore. We started talking to some fellows, men who came up from the south. An ugly bunch they were, but at least they didn't seem likely to go raising fell spirits or some such on us. Seems though Angmar didn't like the prospect of us leaving them. That dwarf came along, and you see how that ended. Now, I suppose the Black Walls are at their end? I suppose. I have no idea how he escaped this place. We'll never follow him now.
Just a moment.
Well, it seems that strange dwarf escaped. How he got out of here is a mystery to me. And from what you said of that brigand's tale, that dwarf was the one we should have been worried about, not these black wolves. Well, I suppose the black walls are truly broken now, but for some reason I still don't feel safe. Well, there's not much more that we can do here. You'd best take tidings back to your ranger friend in Bree. Okay. It's best that we leave this place.
The rangers which once guarded the borders of the Shire have been scattered or slain. Frodo has left the Shire, but great perils await him in Bree. I am too late. Someone must find him before the Nazgul.
Oh, good day.
Good show. Good show indeed. And you sure showed those Blackwall rascals what for. We did. I can't use that. I most certainly can't use that. But what is this? Nope, we keep ours.
Please, stay a moment.
Good day to you. What are you still doing about here? Those Blackwalls are gone and likely for good. That strange dwarf might still be around, but I'll wager he went on to somewhere a bit more interesting. You should take that news to your friend Strider in Breetown. If he sent you out here, he likely wants to know what we found. He'll probably be at the Prancing Pony. Those rangers surely like their beer. And the pony has the best. Thank you for your help, but there's no use worrying about brigands around here anymore. Well, alright then. Back we go, if that's what you want. Hey, let's see if we can find Strider's room right from the beginning this time. There. No, not there. Here. Yeah.
We must move quickly.
You have returned, and just in time. Much has happened since you'd left, and I have little time to relate it. The tidings you have brought me will be of great use to my men here in Bree-Land. But there's a more immediate threat we must deal with now. While you were away, those same Nazgul you saw with Amdir attacked the pony. They were in search of the travelers I had been awaiting, 4 hobbits of the Shire. I cannot tell you why they had such interest in my companions, but I can tell you that I will have need of your help again.
I need your aid.
While both of you and I have seen 5 Nazgul, their true number is 9. Before I can take my charges beyond Bree, I must know where the other 4 are hiding. Would you travel to the west and speak to Lenglin? I sent him to Buckland to watch over a particular hobbit, but it seems that Mr. Underhill and his friends decided to take a different path and are now here under my protection. Still, Lenglin may know the whereabouts of the remaining Nazgul. He camps on a rise just north of the Buckland Gate and may have seen something that will aid me. You must hurry. I cannot afford to delay here overly long. I see. Nope. That room is way too cozy for us. Always getting back there. Do you have anything to trade?
What do you need?
No, apparently not.
How can I be of service?
Alright, you can go.
What can I do for you today?
Now, what are our missions? Those are all we have. Okay. Well, how about we go to Hengstacker Farms first, get rid of that one, because we don't get anything from that anymore. That's the riding trait mission, which we already have.
Hello there. What do you need?
Let's travel to the Hangsucker farm quickly. We are taking all of these metal notes and branches and everything once we finished up that quest. Like one of these. No. Perhaps we don't want them. Reputation. Where? Skills. Not what I meant. Where is the virtue? Okay.
Greetings.
My letter found you then? Excellent news, and even more excellent that you are here. I am Eogar, master of the horses at the Hangsucker Farms, and I will tell you that there are no finer horses in all of Bree-Land. I supply my horses to all stables far and wide, and there are none better save for those of my homeland Rohan. You have already used one of my horses, so you are aware of how good they are. But now I wonder, are you willing to own such a fine specimen? I wonder. I already own one of those, so thank you.
Would you do something for me?
Hello there. Are you here to help out Eogar? If you're looking for work to do around the farm, I could use your help. I need some assistance tracking down some of the ingredients for my famous snapper soup. My soup is made with the meat of the snapper turtle that lives in the lake to the east of the Hangsucker. I usually send one of the hens to fetch me the meat, but they have been so busy I would feel awful making them hunt down their dinner, however slow it may be. I could also use more snapper shells to make soup bowls. Better not to waste anything, I always say. Hurry along now and fetch the snapper shells and meat. The farmhands get awfully hungry after a hard day of tending the horses, and I would hate to make them wait. I see.
Mercy me! Will you hear me out?
Sure. I swear I seen it, though me neighbors say that I'm off me head. I was in the far north of the Fort Chetwood near Nanhan, all alone of course, and I saw something moving through the trees. No, that's not quite right. It appeared to me that the trees themselves was moving. Something big and terrible is in the woods, and I'm afraid of what it might be. There's a group of hunters who make their camp on the western edge of Glen Harn. I was up there delivering the Mrs. Snapper soup and got me a bit lost. That's when I saw it. When I found them, I told them what I seen, and I wonder if you could ask Walt Whiterose if he's seen the same. I will do just that.
Could I speak with you a moment?
Hello there. If you're here about our horses, I'm afraid we don't loan them out to just anyone. Those horses are built for speed, not heavy labor. In fact, that reminds me of something. A dwarf came to the farm and requested some horses. Not sure what he intended to do with them, but by the looks of him, he needed some pack animals. I told him that our horses weren't for hire, and he left in a huff. Seemed a bit peculiar. He did not seem quite right in the head. If you have time, perhaps you can check up on the old fella. I saw him wander off to the ruins southeast of here. Okay. Got a lot of new quests, but we have some other things to do first. Ooh. We need a lot of the light leather and the rowan branches. Because of... One day I will get this right. Because of this, we need to fill this up. So we need light leather and rowan woods. These are all getting medium height. So we need to go into the smaller areas. Maybe around Combe and Steddle. I think that might be a good place to get the smaller the smaller stuff. But I do take another silver deposit. What do you have?
Stay and have some tea.
Hello there. I am in need of assistance from one not too familiar with the upper class here in Breetown. I collect pottery from the ruins of the Kingdom of Arnor. Well, to be honest, I purchased the pottery. It is a sign of my standing, and for years I have had greater and higher quality collection than that dreadful Mirabella Underhill. The man from whom I purchased the pottery is named Kendak Brightwood. I haven't heard from him for a dreadfully long time, and I'm worried about my next delivery. And about Mr. Brightwood's well-being, of course. I need someone to carry a letter to Kendak in the Forsaken Inn. Look for the inn along the Great East Road, just past the Midgewater Marshes. Mirabella will visit me soon, and I have nothing new to show her. I will look a fool. And you don't want that, don't you?
I do not ask much of you.
True. You have the look of an adventurer about you, friend. If that be so, the people of Bree-Land have need of your strength, of your cunning, your wit and your wisdom. There was a time I would send you to the mayor of Bree, the better for you to become acclimated to our town, but the time is past. Too many dangers press in upon us for you to spend your time chatting with the town officials. Too many villains threaten the good folk of Bree-Land for you to tour the city. Already I have used up too much of your time in conversation when you could be helping the good people who need the assistance. If there is one man who knows everything that happens in Bree-Land, that man is surely Barleyman Butterbur, proprietor of the Prancing Pony. He hears all that goes on. The real test will be sifting through his speech for what needs doing first, but I am sure you will be up to the challenge. Find him inside the pony atop the hill on the northern side of Bree. He will tell you where you might start helping the people of Bree-Land, and we will all be better for your service. Okay. Oh, hello and welcome to the Prancing Pony, the pride of Breetown and the surrounding lands. Are you here for news or for nutrition? We have both and plenty to spare. You are an adventurer, unless I miss my mark, and that happens but rarely. So it is news then. There is no shortage of that, I'll tell you truly. And most of it bad. Listen well, my new friend, and you will hear some of what ails us in Bree-Land. Investigate some of these leads, and you will find adventurers wherever you go. And turn some of the bad news into good. My friend Atso Haybank is a hobbit, a good sort, and he dreams of building an inn upon the road west of Bree. No easy task that, take it from one who knows, but I wish him well, and have done what I can, and if you will see to him and lend him some assistance, I will have done more. He has a camp on the road west of Breetown on the way to Buckland. Ah, Buckland. That reminds me, don't you know it? There is trouble afoot there as well. You know that Breetown is home to both hobbits and men, of course. Well, Buckland is home to the hobbits only, but I would count them as neighbors as well, of course. It seems they have had some trouble with goings-on in the old forest. If you speak to Calendine Brandybook, a sweet young lass who lives away in Buckland, you are certain to hear about that forest trouble. Everyone has their hands full, whether they'll be tall or small. Oh, did I ask you to speak with old Grimbriar yet? There is hustle and bustle aplenty, but one thing drives out another, even if you are uncommonly sharp like yours truly. Grimbriar is the chief watcher, and he maintains a post on the road north of Breetown. I understand that he had some trouble with brigands of late. Go see him, and help him with the outlaws. You'd be doing Bree-Land a service. That should be enough for starters, my friend. Now, if you'll excuse me, I should see to the needs of the host. Food and drinks bring songs and compliments, and both bring further custom. Okay. We know what to do now. We have a lot of things to do. Let's sort some stuff. How about we don't take these ones for now and concentrate on the ones that are in level range. Oh, those are the homesteads. I don't think we want to do the homesteads for now.
Will you give me a moment of your time, friend?
I don't think we want to have houses for now. We have so many other things to do.
What can I do for you?
The mayor is here. And I think that we can get our last name now. Oh,
How may I help you today?
no, I don't want kinship. I want a last name, a notary, because at level 15 we can get that, I think. To be eligible for a surname, you must be at least level 15. We are. When selecting your surname, it is important to keep in mind that the same restrictions apply as they did with your primary name. No profanity or gibberish is permitted inside of the surname. Okay, so our name is Fennon. We are a stout axe. I mean, we have to do this because we have red hair. We have to be a red beard. Let's take the fellow name, all player names away, show the surname. Yeah, that's better. Okay, and now we go to our titles. There we go. Fennon Redbeard walked into Mordor. That's our name now. There we go. Yeah. Okay, very good. I think... oh boy. I think that the mayor is up here. There you go.
What can I do for you?
From the Blue Mountains, you say? Well, friend, that must have been quite an adventure. Welcome to Bree. Thank you.
Might I take a moment of your time?
Have you heard about Trestle Bridge to the north? Its location makes it a tempting target for orc raiders and brigands. I am sure your help in its defense would be most appreciated. Gather your belongings and travel north to Trestle Bridge. The Greenway is the most expeditious path. Wow. And the most well-trod. Keep to it and you should be safe. When you arrive, seek out Guardsman Otley. He'll point you in the right direction. Great! Another one of them that we do later. Broker's office. Broker's office means that we can actually have one of the houses.
Greetings.
Those are the skirmish camps, but we don't need the skirmish camps. What we need is this and rowan wood and light leather. Yes, this is the right range. Oops. Little Stadolmere. How many do we have? 8, that's not much. And only 2. No, we need more. We need more. Yeah, a lot more. Okay, let's switch from metal to it shows us when wood is or when branches are laying around. Because you can only have one of the two trackers active at the same time. Hello.
Hello there. Might I speak with you a moment?
I'd wager Falco Greenhand is the best gardener in all of Staddle, and that's saying quite a lot. He's very proud of that garden of his, and not without reason. It's quite a sight. Recently, he hasn't been coming round to visit like he used to, though I'm a little worried about him. In fact, I heard that his garden is going through a rough spell, and it might not survive the season. Maybe you can find out what's going on and put in my mind at ease? Falco's farm is southwest of here. Falco's a good friend, and I hate to see him lose that garden. I mean, while we're here... Is it? No, it's not. Oh. We are going in the complete wrong direction. Here we go.
Good day.
Please, leave me alone. I don't need this right now. I have too much else to worry about than some busybody. Shoo! My problems are not yours. Go tell Gammy that she should stop nosing about. Well, that's rude.
Good day.
Not trouble about him. Why, I've known old Falco all my life, and I tell you, there is naught he cares more about than his garden. I'm not going to stand around and do nothing.
Could I take a moment of your time?
Maybe you can talk to some of the other Staddle folk and see if they know anything about what is happening to Falco's garden. Someone surely knows something that might help. If you can find them keeping watch over their own farms here in Staddle. We need to find out what is happening to Falco's garden, since he will not tell us. Now there's a pure friend, if I ever saw one. A workbench. Okay, we still need a lot more.
Might I have a word with you?
I've noticed my pipeweed field is rather less robust than it should be. At first I suspect animals had gotten at it. We've had some troubles with wolves ranging too near the town recently, but I don't think that is the answer. What would wolves have to do with pipeweed? I think the black-walled brigands are to blame, Finnon. Men have had a taste for pipeweed ever since we taught them the craft, and now I fear these villains have been sneaking in after dark to pinch some of my most promising crop. Take this letter to Constable Bolger and ask him what he intends to do about it. You'll find him southeast of here, in the outskirts of Stedel. He must do something. These men have gone too far. Okay.
Can't a body be left alone?
So outsiders are now taking an interest in Stedel's business? Well, I did see something a bit strange a few days back. The moon was hiding behind a cloud, so I can't be sure, but I thought I saw several shadows out by the constable's house, southeast of town. Not sure what that would have to do with the old Falco, though.
How do you do?
Gardens? I've trouble enough with my spiders. I can't be of any help to you.
It's terrible, just terrible.
There is nothing that I can really tell you about Falco's garden other than I would do just about anything to know his secret. Everyone else's garden got that awful mold, except his. Most beautiful garden I have ever laid eyes upon it was.
I hope it's not a bother, but may I speak with you?
Ahoy there! Do you know anything about dogs? Gar here has been feeling poorly since yesterday. He won't eat a bite. I fetched him some fresh water from the well and he just turns away. Maybe you could help me. Eldo Swatmitch knows a fair bit about animals, and he might have an idea about what's wrong with Gar. He lives quite a bit east of town, almost on the edge of the Midgewater marshes, and I don't think Gar would be up to it for the walk. Just take the road east out of town to the Widow Froghorn's farm, then north from there and down the hill to the east. Eldo is a bit of a queer sort, but he loves dogs, so he can't be that bad, right? I'd appreciate anything he could do to help Gar. Of course we are going to help.
A lovely day, isn't it?
Falco's garden. It was one special one, to be sure. Seemed able to fight off that mold that showed up in the other farm's crops. Falco always was the best gardener in Stedel. It's sad if they would say it was true. And it's gone to ruin. So something is definitely afoot.
Would you do something for me?
Gammy Box, one of the older hobbits here in Stedel, keeps tabs on all the hobbits on the farms east of the town center. If you find yourself on the road east, look to the north at the second farm and you will find Gammy looking out over the rolling pipeweed farms. She's always got something to say to passers-by and likely will want something done. You're already on that.
Would you do something for me?
Ah, I am glad to see you. There are goblins in the Midgewater marshes, or so it has been told. And if that is the case, we need to know how many we are dealing with. There are 2 sets of ruins in the southern expanse of the marshes, and I would ask you to go to these ruins and defeat any goblins you find. If there are goblins near both ruins, we'll have a better idea of how far they've spread. The first set of ruins are found southeast of Eldo Swatmitch's farm east of Stedel. South of his home is a narrow stretch of land that extends into the marshes and runs right into the sunken stones. The Goblin Hole ruins are to the far east and south of those. When you are done, check in with Bill Mossfoot. He and another member of the Watch have taken upon station in the eastern marshes, just to the southeast of the Midgewater ruins. Okay.
Stay a moment.
We might be close to dealing the goblins have a decisive blow, Fennon. The only thing keeping them from fighting amongst themselves are their loyalty to the 2 chieftains that are rumored to lead them, Gurstas and Gurzrum. If you were to slay these two chieftains, I think the goblins would fall to squabbling amongst themselves. Such squabbling will leave them unable to mount an attack on Stadel. The two chieftains will be fairly close together somewhere in the Goblin Hole ruins, so that each of them can keep an eye on the other. You may need to gather help. Those chieftains will be the strongest of the lot. We can do this on our own. We're good.
Could I speak with you a moment?
Everyone is talking about the goblins these days, but I'm worried about something other than the goblins. The sound of the Knickerbreakers in the Midgewater marshes has gotten much louder recently. There are many more of them than there used to be. I am sure of it. I am afraid that before long they will move out the marshes and descend upon the town. If you could kill a few of them, you would be doing this town a great service. The Midgewater marshes are east of Stadel beyond Swart Mitchell's farm. When you are done, seek out Edda Twiggins in the southeastern reaches of the Midgewater marsh. She will be happy to hear of your progress.
Stay a moment.
The good folk of Stadel provide much of Bree-Land with fresh farm-grown food, and they have our thanks for it. Our captain in Bree has assigned my fellows and me to keep watch over this town. Recently there's been an increase in the wild animals outside Stadel. If we don't do something, one of the little folk is bound to be attacked on his way home from the fields, and the town will be in an uproar. Constable Bolger reported a large number of boars by his home southeast of here. His house is due south of the Widow Froghorn farm. If you would take care of those boars, it would help. Sure.
A lovely day, isn't it?
We haven't seen anything out of the ordinary. There are more animals around as of late, but I don't expect any of them have gotten into Falco's garden or we have heard about it. Do we have anybody else to talk to? I didn't think we do. So let's head back to Gemmy Box and see what she thinks about all this.
Hello there.
Redweed is such a good constable. Always has a moment for Gemmy, he does. I've been here since I was a little hobbit through my tweens, and now into my older years. Seen a good crop of hobbit grown, and seen more wander into these hills overlooking Bree or down onto the Buckland or the Shire. Stadel is my home, and I shall not leave any time. I know all the hobbits here, who has the long hair, the curly hair, even the little blonde hobbit. How curious, I said when I seen him. Listen to me prattling on. Guess we're not done.
Is there something I can do for you?
Gammy, I wish I didn't know what I know, but I do. I promised Falco I wouldn't say anything. Then tell Gammy I wish I could help, but I can't. Now that is suspicious.
A lovely day, isn't it?
You say Lily knows what's going on with Falco, but won't say anything? Why, shame on that girl.
Stay and have some tea.
If Lily knows something, we can likely get her to talk. She'll be coy, as most hobbit lasses her age are, but if you ask nicely, I'm certain that she'll tell you what we need to know, what we need to help poor Falco. We need to band together and make certain that Falco gets all the help he can get through this time. Go back to Lily at her farm beneath the hill, it isn't far down the road to the east, and try to find out from her what she saw.
What do you need?
I told Falco I wouldn't say anything about what I know, but I might be able to tell you without saying anything, then I wouldn't be telling, would I? I like flowers, Fennon, but not just any flowers. I like the flowers that are my namesake. South of my house, down beyond the yellow tree, you will find lilies. Red ones. Get me a bundle of the lilies and keep your eyes open. If you look where you are, you'll notice the big problem facing poor Falco. You are smart.
Is there something I can do for you?
I don't know how many letters from Himlook I can put up with, friend. We had better do something about the brigands that are stealing from his pipeweed crop before I get another.
Could I take a moment of your time?
The Black Wolves have established a camp of Osbaranor, south and slightly west of here. I suspect they sneak out every night and steal pipeweed and produce. They are probably keeping Himlock's pipeweed in a barrel somewhere within the ruins. If you can retrieve that barrel and bring it to Himlock, perhaps you will spare me another one of his letters. Good luck, Finan. I do not relish the idea of more correspondence with any angry grouse. Sternly written letter. I see. I understand. Ooh, not what I meant. Hey, but we're getting a nice bunch of light leather now, which is good. I mean, I know we are. We have them all now. Still. Oh, that is the yellow tree. Yeah. Ostvaranor. Let's see if we can get the pipeweed back from here, I suppose. If we can find the way in. That looks good. We need to slay them for the deed, the brigand slayer. Dunedain statue. Huh? You've discovered the statue of who? Aranar, 5th chieftain of the Dunedain. Ooh. Supply crate. What was it? Copper, an agate, apprentice jeweler scroll case, and common flax fibers. Alright, not bad. That's not for us. Okay. And we have a new one, of course. 60 brigands. And points. Nice. Broken dagger and an amethyst. And there is the barrel of the stolen pipeweed. Good. Perfect. Alright, let's cross off the ones that we have and add in the ones that we need to finish. Oh. Sorry. Some more branches. Good, good, good. Oh, okay. D? No. Quest. Character. Traits. There we go. We have one more trait to give out. Of course, we're going to take that one. Yes. Okay, we have to wait until we get another virtue. Until we unlock another virtue, I should say. I think she means this one. Yeah, she does. 8 of those. And a few more to finish off the deed. We are done with it. What's the word? The Necro Breakers. But we still need them for the deed, so we are going to continue to get rid of them. Yeah. These are the sunken stones, I see. And that is a scepter, that has a pot of flaming tar on top. Okay. Okay, I suppose this is the other ruins, or is this the ruins where the I think this might be another ruin. Okay, now we need 60 knickerbrickers? Yeah. He was just in the way. I see a copper mine and there is some fire going, so I'm confused. Oh, we are in the Goblin Hole ruins. Okay. So this is exactly where we need to be. Nice. Okay, and I think that well, it would look like the two chieftains are in there. The question is, where are they? They are not here. Oh, there! Oh. Alright, and where is your opponent? Ow, 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 ow. There he is. All right. Perfect. Now that's done. What's this one? Scouting the marshes. Talk to the... Oh! Well done, Finnon. With these two dealt with, I think our immediate concerns for Staddle will be closed. Return to Watcher Redweed in Staddle to tell him of your success here. It is as I feared, Finnon. If the goblins have already spread so far throughout the Midgewater marshes, they intend to stay. If it were not for the spider infestation at the ruins in the northern stretch of the marshes, I would expect the goblins to seize those as well. Spooters? That's what I thought. The increasing number of goblins in the Midgewater marshes troubles me, true. But I am even more concerned about the weapons some of them appear to be wielding. Swords and axes are bad enough, but strange oil some of these goblins carry is likely to do much greater damage. I am not thinking only of the farms and crops of Staddle, though the threat of fire to food and pipeweed is immense. I am thinking of the little folk. This is a threat beyond them, I think. The more of those fire-wielding goblins we can defeat here in the marshes, the fewer will remain to threaten Staddle. I need you to deal with them. And quickly. Now we get the quest to actually handle them. The sappers.
What do you need?
Excellent, Venom. It will be a while before the Nika-Brika population again grows up to be a threat to Staddle. It is good to know I can rely on you to deal with the dangers into the town that do not walk on two legs. Still, I fear everyone is so excited about the goblins that they've forgotten about the other dangers lurk in the marshes. There's another threat I would ask your assistance with. Don't say spooters.
Would you do something for me?
She said spooters. The Midgewater marshes hide many dangerous creatures, as you have seen, and I intend to make sure that all threats to the people of Staddle are addressed. I've heard that farmers complaining about finding a particularly deadly breed of spider crawling in their fields. It seems that their presence is focused somewhere between the old Marshwater fort and the Wood's Edge ruins in the marshes. They have overrun both those old ruins, and I worry what might happen if they decide to come to Staddle in greater numbers. I would appreciate if you would lessen the threat by killing a few of those dreadful creatures and their queen. Yeah. I don't like spooters.
Can I speak with you a moment?
Sure you can. Hello there, enjoying a nice stroll through the marshes? I don't meet too many folk that can stand the smell, or the bugs, or the damp, so it's always nice to meet a kindred spirit. Say hello, Snicken. Who's a good boy then? The Nikabrika in the cage responds with only an angry clicking sound. That was nice, Snicken. I don't know what's gotten into you. He might be hungry. In fact, he might be wanting his favorite food, sicklefly wings. If you kill a few of those greater sickleflies, you might find enough wings to satisfy Snicken. That might cheer him up. Oh, I can't open that yet. Okay. Okay, so we have a lot to do. Like a lot, in these marshes. How many of those sappers? 8. Okay. That's the only good thing about them, that when they throw their pitcher of fire, they also actually kill their friends. If they hit. The warriors are not as easily fooled. Oh, there's a sapper. Nice. What do you have? No. Oh, we don't know that one. You didn't know that one. Very good, very good, very good. What's this? Ooh, do we have rings? No, we do not. That is actually nice. Thank you, you are mine now. No, ours is better. But that ring is nice. Very nice. You have dealt with these goblins? Well done, Finnon. The goblins in the marshes are still a threat, but now they should be easier to deal with. You have my thanks, Finnon. And now you have some more coin for your trouble. Ah, thank you. And this is where we're going to continue next time. So, thank you all for watching. And see you in the next video. Bye bye!